Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
Rob, you mentioned this was going to basically spoil what you're going to do at 4. Well, you're on the clock at 4 for the Houston Rockets. Where are you going?
Well, I'm going to take Cam Whitmore with the fourth pick. I think if you kind of read the tea leaves here, it's between Amen Thompson and Cam Whitmore is what the Rockets are down to. And I think at the end of the day, if you are making that decision for Houston, you got to just pick who you think has the highest upside, right? You don't know for sure if James Harden is coming. You have a lot of pieces that look like they're pretty good on paper, but you were a 22-win team this past season. I think you still got to shoot for the moon. You got to try to hit a home run. If you're the Rockets at this point in time, you're not hitting singles. You're trying to hit the ball out of the park. And I think Cam Whitmore is that guy. He's 6'6", he's 200, whatever. He's probably listed at 220. He looks like he's about 235 pounds. He hasn't turned 19 yet. He is a guy that I believe is built well enough that he could even play some 4, maybe small ball 5 long term at the NBA level. I'm buying the jump shot. I think he's going to find a way to figure it out. And at the end of the day, I think with guys and you're trying to figure out what their upside is, what their ceiling is, I think birthdays are really important. I think that's something that we've learned over time. Amen Thompson is 20 years old. He's a year and a half older than Cam Whitmore is at this point. Cam Whitmore hasn't turned 19 yet. So I'm in on Cam Whitmore. I'm buying the jump shot. I think that he is a guy that has a ceiling as an all-star kind of a player. And I would take him here at 4 if I was the Houston Rockets.
So that means we are 4 picks into this draft, and we have not heard a Thompson twins name called yet. I want to get the pulse check here from Matt and from Jonathan. How surprising is that? Is that a miss by our collective board here that Amen Thompson is falling?
I'm not that surprised. In fact, I think that's how it's going to play out. I think both Thompsons slip outside the top 4, and I'm with Rob. I think they wind up taking Whitmore. I think maybe Whitmore's off the dribble skill might be one of the biggest swing skills in this draft, right? He had one of the lowest assist rates we've ever seen from a projected first round wing. Obviously, it had to do with a little bit of his role at Villanova, but you could also see why teams are going to be, crazy about the power, explosiveness, and shot making. And shot making is the key one because neither Thompson brother brings very convincing shooting.
Interesting. Matt, what are your thoughts? You're going to pick for us next at 5 here, so don't spoil that yet. But I'm curious, are you in alignment with all these guys? Because personally, I'm a little surprised that Cam was the name at 4.
Yeah, I mean, if you would ask me a couple months ago, I'd be very surprised. I mean, I had him in 3rd or 4th the entire year. How things are unfolding, I agree with Jonathan. It's looking like there's a good chance that he slips out of the top 4.
Our partner for today's episode is Athletic Greens. I started taking AG1 during the college basketball season, and I loved the impact that it had on my energy levels. I'm a big coffee in the morning guy, but by the time that the afternoon would hit, I needed another boost. AG1 helped me tremendously, especially on those days when I didn't want to get up off the couch and go hit the gym. Their tagline is AG1 is comprehensive health and the power of habit in one. And man, that could not be more true. It's nearly impossible to eat and drink in a healthy manner in the month of February and the month of March when you are in my business. And AG1 was exactly the supplement that I needed to improve my gut health and cover my nutritional basis for the day. I've continued that into April. I've continued that into May, and I'm going to continue that the rest of the summer. All I have to do is mix a scoop of AG1 with some water or maybe add it into a smoothie, and I'm ready to go. Do it after lunch, and you'll be ready to go for the rest of the day. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/field68. That's field 68 FIELD, the number 6, the number 8, and you can get yours now. So check it out and help support this show. Thanks.
220, where Rob is back on the clock for the Houston Rockets. Rob, what's the move here?
Can I use 30 seconds to defend myself for Keontae George, or do we have to move on from
No.
now? All right.
We have to move on.
The ship is sailed.
The interesting thing about the Rockets here picking in the 20s is usually when you are a team in this range, you are looking, you're drafting for fit at this point, right? You're looking to fill a hole in your roster. You're looking to find a way to turn yourself from being somebody that is good to being someone that is actually a contender by plugging one hole that you have in your roster with a guy that can contribute immediately. That's not the Rockets. We talked about them earlier, right? They are a team that needs to try to hit home runs. They are not trying to hit singles right now. So with that in mind, I'm sticking with my whole draft the youngest guys on the board theory, and I'm going with Noah Clowney out of Alabama, who is I feel like he's a little bit of a polarizing prospect because he is a guy that is 6'10" with a 7'3" wingspan, that has all the makings of these like ideal NBA versatile 3-and-D, defend different positions, versatility, all those buzzwords. He checks all those boxes. He also shot 29% from three as a guy that is not necessarily a great shooter yet at this point. But I'm buying the stroke. I'm buying the fact that he can be a lob target and also a floor spacer. I'm buying him as someone that can be a rim protector and can also be a switchable piece on the perimeter. And I'm buying the fact that he doesn't turn 19 for another month, right? You are getting a guy that is basically a blank canvas. And I know there were some things that he struggled with defensively this past season. The best thing about freshmen is they become sophomores. The best thing about one and dones is you getting them an NBA program, NBA strength and conditioning, NBA defensive practices, whatever it is. I'm buying Noah Clowney's upside. And if you're Houston, I think you got to shoot for the moon here.
Sam, the number I had for you here for Clowney was 20. Rob just took him 20th. Does that feel right?
I love this pick. I think it makes all the sense in the world. I think Rob did a great job explaining why. He really fits with Alperen Şengün as well as a potential four that can space the floor long-term around Şengün, as well as be that rangy, long, weak side rim protector that I think Şengün is going to need long-term in order to get the most out of him.
Big Şengün guy over here.
He'd eat Şengün.
What country is Alperen Şengün from, Rob?
Turkey.
There we go. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big Şengün guy.
Go.
Gold star for Bobby D. You love to see it. Okay.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.